What's up, guys? Welcome back to Meebits Football live stream. Today is a big day. It's the first day of the World Cup, and I'm really excited. How are you?
I am in mourning. I am wearing black today because I'm mourning the loss. Yeah, it was a big loss. It was a big turnaround yesterday with my San Antonio Spurs. So I'm wearing my black Mexico jersey today. I was gonna wear the Meebits Mexico one because obviously we made that one, but I felt like black was much more appropriate for the circumstances. And I don't really want to talk about it too much.
That's fair.
It feels like maybe, well, you were not in Web3 back then, but we had a huge airdrop with Bored Ape Yacht Club. They airdropped like $200,000 worth of ApeCoin to holders back in 22. Mm-hmm. And if you had an ape, you got 200K. If you didn't have an ape, you didn't get 200K. And so walking around New York City this morning as a Spurs fan felt like what must have felt like to be in Web3 without a Bored Ape when the ape airdrop happened. That's, you're like happy for people.
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything away from me. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. It was just, it was heartbreaking. I'd rather lost a close game by 1 point, especially on that last effort by the Knicks, than give up the biggest halftime lead in finals history and to give it up. But I've said it before, I'm New Yorker, 17 years. If there's a team that's going to beat my Spurs, I am happy that would be the Knicks. It's the first finals win at MSG since 1999 when we beat them in the final.
Yeah.
And then, if they win the next game or whatever, they win the championship, first one in 50 years. So
it's been a long time coming.
Coming.
I can't say I really cared about the game that much. I'm not gonna lie. I went to bed when the Spurs were up, and I was like, "That's it. It's gonna be 2-2. There'll be more games, and then I can go to some events for the games, and that's fun for me because I don't really care about the game themselves, honestly. But I know what you mean. When your team loses, it really does suck, and I understand.
Yeah, but we're here for the World Cup.
Yeah.
And I'm just very, very excited for the matches to kick off today. It feels, for us at Meepco, it feels like we've been working on football stuff for 6 months. It's just it's finally here. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's football is day one of many. Obviously, the mint kicked off 3 days ago. We're super happy. We have just crossed 2,000 mints. Really grateful to everybody who supported us and minted. It's really awesome to see your hard work revealing out in the world like that. But yeah, just want everyone to know it's just literally day 2, day 3.
Yeah.
Have a lot of things planned for Meebits Futbol throughout the World Cup. So more games, more activations, more ways to do things. We really want to leave people with this idea that NFTs are more than just a JPEG that you stuff into your wallet and hope it appreciates, right? Just like rare sneakers.
Yeah.
Some people buy the drops just to put them in a closet for 10 years and hope they appreciate. But sneakers, most people buy them to wear them and use them.
Yeah.
And you can do both. You can certainly do both, and we're trying to do both for sure. But here, our goal is to make sure that people get their Meebits collectible. And right now, if you're watching this, obviously you're not on the other side, but we have a huge game event. There's 95 people rocking their PFPs or their Meebits avatars in other side playing in the soccer pitch. So we just had spaces with Bored Ape Yacht Club, meet at the clubhouse. We're kind of kicking off the World Cup there in other side with them. And if you haven't used your Meebits football collectible in other side, they look amazing. Don't take it from me. I'm obviously quite biased.
No, they do though.
They're so pretty on there. And people are just loving them. So yeah, if you do have one, put it on, wear on the other side, send us a screenshot. We love to see those.
Absolutely. And it's really important that you get your brackets in today by 2:30 because this is an opportunity you do not want to miss on. And I know, take it for myself, I didn't know much about Web3 or this world before, but now that I'm in it, I think it's the coolest thing ever. So just submit your brackets, your fantasy lineups, and it's a really big day for the World Cup, for soccer, for Meebits football, everyone.
Yes, we onboarded somebody to Web3.
You did. You guys did.
If anything comes out of this summer, it's just we onboarded one more person to Web3. Yeah, and on the note, on the brackets, if you haven't, we have different divisions. So there's 149 brackets on there. We have what's a couple of hours left. I think time to the finals, obviously for the finals. Maybe we should have added a countdown to when it locks. But the brackets lock in 4 hours. And there's different divisions. So the diamond division is if you hold an OG Meebit and delegate cash is active on the website, so you can just use your delegated wallet. You can participate to play, and if you win, you get a pig Meebit. That's really cool. I'll show you all the prices here in a second. The gold division, if you hold 3 or more collectibles in your wallet, more football collectibles, obviously, you can qualify to win this beautiful, fully suited human Meebit that we'll show you here in a second. And then silver, this is the one that I'm surprised. There's only 20 entries. You have a 1 in 20 chance to win an awesome Meebit, a human Meebit with a logo T. And then community bracket, this is free to enter, 20 brackets. It's going to be a lot of like kits, cards, and some cool prizes there. So yeah, the different prices here for the brackets. Again, diamond, if you have an OG Meebit and you win the bracket competition, you get Meebit 7575, which is just awesome. Pig Meebit, if you have 3 or more Meebit football collectibles, you win Meebit 2128, which is this fully suited Meebit. And then for the silver, so just one collectible, 0.01 ETH to participate, you get this Meebit 7701. And then community, it's a free entry. Also remember that every football collectible mint, you can reveal one of the 20 Meebits left in the rewards pool. There's still 2 picks in there and 18 humans, and they're all really good looking humans. We picked some cool ones. It was yesterday before, the second Meebit that was pulled from the pool was a human wearing a red jersey, which is rare, with tattoos, which, as you guys know, if you're a fan of the Meebits, those are quite rare. Most tattoos are 101s, all algorithmically created by Larva Labs with the autoglyph algorithm. So that is the bracket game. And then football, fantasy football, again, lineups. We have 258 people that have submitted their lineup. This is just for match day 1. The lineups lock in 4 hours, and then whoever wins is going to win 1 ether, and then we'll do it again for match day 2, and then again for match day 3. So keep an eye on that.
I love the lineup game. I think it's so cool because there's a lot of things that go into it, and you don't always know what's going to happen. The team that's the best on defense might give up 5 goals in a game. You don't know, but I think that there's a lot of opportunities. So definitely submit your brackets and also your lineups.
Yeah, and I just realized I didn't change the screen for the awards for the bracket game. So here, just real quick, these are the prices. Pig Meebit, human Meebit, community rewards for the different divisions. Again, real quick, there is 61 entries for the Meebits, 48 for gold, which is 3 or more collectibles, 20 for the silver, and just 20 for the free to play. So that is an opportunity there. And then we have 258 total lineups, and 1 ether, and then cumulative, it's a price to be seen. I am excited. I'm curious to see who's gonna win.
Me too.
Because we have a lot of people don't really follow football, but have started to because of Meebits Futbol, and I feel like match days 2 and 3 are going to be very, very competitive. And
sometimes when you don't know a lot about soccer, you have a better chance of winning because you might just pick the team you feel best in. I don't know. I think it's sometimes good to not know as much.
Do you guys call it soccer at LSU? Even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard for me because Meebits football, we call it football, but like we call it soccer at LSU. And growing up, it was always in soccer.
Yeah, we made a very conscious decision to call it football in Spanish.
I like it better. Yeah.
To kind of just almost like average out the fact that the rest of the world calls the sport by its proper name, football.
Yeah.
Hey, don't roll your eyes at me.
That is true. It is its proper name. I'm not even arguing that. I just think I'm so programmed to say soccer that it just stumbles me sometimes.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It was hard for me too when I first moved to the States to like know what was going on.
Because we were called like LSU soccer, USD soccer, and I guess USD they call it now the Las Toreras.
The Las what?
Toreras, like toreros.
Oh, your first college.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Las Toreras.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. I love how in California, like there's so much Spanish.
Yeah.
But then you have like a lot of English.
Like I grew up in a town,
pronunciation.
La Jolla,
La Jolla.
the Jewel. Yeah.
The Jewel. Yeah, I remember los is it Palos Verdes.
Mm-hmm.
First time I went, my friend
Rancho
was
Santa
like,
Fe.
yeah, people were like, oh yeah, we're Palos Verdes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you spell Palisades? Like, how do you spell that? And then I pull up on my the link that he sent me for the Google Maps, and it was like Palos Verdes.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy how I think about it. Every little town in San Diego's Spanish, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. La Jolla, Del Mar, Rancho Santa Fe, Rancho Penasquitos,
Los Angeles, San Francisco.
Los Angeles, San Francisco. I don't know about NorCal, but SoCal, pretty much, I think so.
No, San Francisco, like the Bay Area is full of names, and, Palo Alto.
But if you're going to go to California, don't go to the Bay Area.
Ooh,
Might be a hot
spicy,
take.
Spicy. Yesterday you got real spicy at the beginning of the stream
No, just
against Mexico.
an opinion.
Buffy Gold saying cheers from Chile.
Cool.
Nice, Buffy Gold. Thank you for the shout out on the chat. Chat is quiet today. Diego said he couldn't be there today, so I think we're gonna have 80%.
Diego's our D1 chatter.
Yeah, I don't know that he knows what D1 is because he's European.
Oh,
Can you explain?
It's like the top division, basically. Like if you're a D1 coffee addict, then you're addicted to coffee, and like you're the best at it. If that makes sense.
Is that what the kids call it?
Mm-hmm. Like if I'm saying something's like somebody's really good at something, I'm like, oh, they're D1 in that.
Explain Riz to me.
Riz?
Yeah.
I don't really know. We don't really use Riz that much. My little brothers do, but it's just having like charisma, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Riz is charisma.
Yeah, I would say so. Like Jude Bellingham has Riz.
All right, look, put it into work.
Yeah.
How about no cap?
No cap is like, it's super true, I think, in a sense.
Huh.
Like this coffee's good, no cap.
But you would, okay, but
It's like
okay.
this, that means like this coffee's good, like I'm not even lying.
It's like I was saying for real.
Like cap would be like you're lying.
Why?
I don't know. It's just how it is. Like 6'7", there's no reason behind it. It's just 6'7".
There were 6-7 day
Millennial.
celebrations. You and Sasha with like the millennial hate. It is unbelievable. Anyways, what's your favorite Gen Z word?
Favorite Gen Z word? That's a hard question. Give me like 1 minute.
Okay.
If you have one, put it in the chat.
All
No
right.
judgment.
Let's see. What are people's favorites? Gen Z.
Oh my gosh, I had one that was like, I said it the whole season in the fall. My brother's 12, so our whole language with each other is like brain rot.
Okay.
Like, I gotta think.
Yeah, I don't think we have a lot of.
Even if I
Gen
know
Zs in
you
the
guys
chat.
are on TikTok and you're on the brain rot, even if you say you're not, I know you are. But, okay. I would say no cap. I said it a lot.
No cap.
Yeah.
You say no cap a lot. I never
No,
heard you
I
say,
used to.
You used to.
Yeah. Or like, bro, you're capping.
You do say
That's
bro,
like my California
and that's
lingo.
what, bro, you are lying.
I was like, bro, you're capping. Yeah. Like, my friend's like, oh, I didn't, like, text this person. I'm like, no, bro, you're capping.
Okay.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't say it on the stream, but I say bro a lot. It's a problem.
She says, bro.
I'm
a
like,
lot.
bro. But I grew up in, like, a surfer California town, so that's all we would talk like.
I'll be over here working on the desk, and then she'll be like packaging shirts or like, carts, and I'll just hear, brah. And I'm like, what happened? She's like, I just counted wrong. And I'm like, oh, okay.
My dad would be so disappointed. He's like, you need to have more professional in your language. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's a cool football stream.
Yeah.
We're bringing the
We're
millennial.
cool around here.
Yeah, we're cool. We got a natural exposed brick background.
Yep.
All right, where were we? I don't know. Maybe shall we just jump right into what's happening at 3 p.m. today?
Yeah. Mexico versus South Africa, 3 p.m. Exactly 16 years ago today, Mexico and South Africa faced off for their first time in the opening match, 2010, hosted in South Africa. So obviously it's in Mexico now.
Yes.
So it's good. Little flip-flop. It ended in a 1-1 draw, and there was an iconic moment, but we're not going to pull it up just because it's going to kind of
There's
mess up
just
the
too much of an
stream.
unk to stream this, but Wait, what happened?
One of the prints.
Bruh.
Don't worry, it's not damaged.
I saw somebody wearing a South Africa shirt this morning.
Did you say something to them?
No, what am I gonna say?
I don't know.
I'm not a Knicks fan.
That's true. Sometimes, I don't know, if I see someone with an LSU shirt, I'm like, go Tigers.
Yeah, but that was South Africa.
That's true. You don't want to start beef in the street. And not in New York. You get punched.
I mean, that's fine, Mexican. I just whistle, and then like all the guys from like the bodega and the kitchens come out and like, "Que pedo, cabrón!" You should see it in action. It's great. Funny, just real tangent here. Knicks. I did not see many Knicks t-shirts this morning, and it was full of Knicks shirts yesterday morning. And I do think that it's because half the city's bandwagoning, and they only have one shirt, and they didn't get to wash it overnight.
I will say, I don't know. I want to say, oh, I'm a Knicks fan of people, but I'm not. I just got here. Like, it would be fake for me to go and buy a shirt or a hat and wear it. I think it's fake.
Do you guys get bandwagon LSU fans?
Probably. I think a lot of the students are bandwagon, but maybe not the students. Like, people in Baton Rouge are pretty bandwagon. But for football, the fan base there is crazy. It is wild. People are up at 6 a.m. The streets are all blocked off. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys follow college football, but I mean, we weren't very good last year. I think we'll be good this year. But the games were like highlight of my life. So fun.
Really?
Yes, like so fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't even explain it. We weren't even allowed to like go to the full game either. Our coaches would be kind of like lingering the stadium, and if they said you're there for 2 quarters, that's it. They would make sure we're not there at halftime.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So if I get to go to a game in the fall, at least I can stay.
Oh yeah, because you're done with school.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah. Back to Mexico, South Africa.
Yeah.
Gilberto Mora is the youngest player at the World Cup. He's a 17-year-old Mexican, and I think we'll see him in action, which would be great for new generation stuff.
Yeah.
I'm all pro now that I'm old. I'm all pro. I've always been pro young people and development. Like people that work with me at the banks will tell you I was really pro junior people. I did marry an intern eventually. No, I met Mrs. Urgito when she was an intern, but that was a joke. That was a bad joke. No, but like I was thinking like Formula One. Kimi, who is now on his way to probably win the championship this year. It's got the best
Full
car.
transparency, you keep saying Kimmy, I'm thinking Kim Kardashian. Because she's part of F1 now.
Wow. All right. That is beyond
Obviously
generational
not,
gap.
but like, I did say some of the sports, I really love to see the celebrities that go to the games. So that's what I care about.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
So Kimi Antonelli, one of the greatest young drivers of our generations. 19 years old, leading the F1 championship, like, 6-7 races in.
Yeah.
He's got a really big lead. He crushed Monaco. He beat Verstappen on the qualifying by like 0.001 and then crushed the race. And when I say Kimi, you think Kim Kardashian.
But now I obviously don't because I know that he's an F1 driver. But I think sometimes you say Kimmy, I'm like, oh, like he knows her on a nickname basis.
Is that their nickname?
No. I mean, I'm sure people call her that, but.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to know how the first time I even heard the name Kim Kardashian back in college. A long time ago. Anyways, where were we? Mexico. Young players. There's another game today, though, too. Not just Mexico.
South Korea and Czechia in Guadalajara at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in Europe, I feel like it's top of the morning. Watch the game. South Korea, they both entered the tournament with 2 wins in their last 2 friendlies, so they're coming in strong. The odds on Polymarket for this match are pretty even, so it should be a close match. I am excited to see this game, too. The highlights of it, because it'll be late.
It'll be what, like...
10 p.m.
No, it's 10 p.m.
Here.
Eastern. Okay, yeah. So that's 3 a.m. in Europe.
Oh. Well, not in some parts. When I go to Eastern Europe, it's 12 hours ahead from California, so 9 hours from here.
Okay. Yeah, and if you want to see the odds for the games, you can also see that on Meebits.Futbol.
Yep.
Here we have... Oh, wow. Spain's now the sole leader for the championship.
Really?
The odds, 17%. Ticked up a little bit here, 0.6% versus what we checked it yesterday. France still at 16.1%. England and Portugal still tying third.
Okay.
10.8%. And then, Argentina. Nobody likes Argentinians.
I'm really surprised about Spain.
Okay, here's what I think sometimes happens with these types of prediction markets, right? Because it is mostly the wisdom of the crowd, but you see it with like Vegas, betting lines.
Yeah.
where people have an emotional attachment to a certain player. And so they go and put money on that player. And sometimes it just moves the line a little bit enough, or like a team or whatever.
Okay.
Or an outcome that they emotionally want and not always rational.
Yeah, okay.
And I think if you look at all the players right now, like people will probably think of like Lamine more than, I don't know, like especially like younger people that are the ones that are really participating in this type of markets, right? Like nobody really knows Vinny from like the new generation, or like, I mean, obviously Messi, but I feel like, I don't know. I mean, Spain's a good team, but I think that's like my reason why. I mean, Portugal, obviously everybody knows Cristiano.
Yeah.
But he's old. He's 40, right? I think. Sixth World Cup.
I think he might be like 39 or something.
All right, so the match today, Mexico is a 70% favorite to win. Mexico we played 5 or 6 preparation matches this year so far. We only gave up like 2 goals. So we're good defense. If you want to put them, if you have Mexico Group 1 collectible for your defense on the fantasy lineup, seems like a good place. And then South Africa only 11% with the market forecasting 20% odds of a draw. And then Korea and Czechia, that's so even across the board.
Yeah.
Korea 37%, Czechia 33%, and then the draw is 30%. So pretty much, I don't think the market knows what to expect there. So people are just like, eh.
It could go anyway, but that's fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, especially because I think they both had really. So what? Czechia had the best set piece. They have 10 goals from set pieces in qualifying, and Korea had like the second highest number of goals scored in Asian qualifying. So it's
playing against a team that's that dominant on set pieces is terrifying.
Is it?
Because you don't know what to expect. Yes, I mean you do, but set pieces they change it up every time. They're not going to do what you are expecting them to do. So I think it'll be interesting to see if they can execute on set pieces.
So give us the goalie perspective.
Yeah.
You're facing a team that you know are like tricky on set pieces. What's going through your mind? How do you prepare for that?
Well, if I think about I think I try not to think. Because the second you start overthinking a set piece, you don't have time. And then as a goalkeeper, it's muscle memory every single time. So I'm just trying to think, defend the goal, go for the ball. If it goes in, it goes in.
Okay. So that's it?
Yeah.
So it's more like the defense that should know who they're...
The defense knows who to mark. They know where to move. They know where their line should be, etc. So it's more up to them, and I'm more focused on organizing them than I am about, like, organizing myself. Because I know where on the goal I need to be. It's just, I feel like you learn as a kid.
Okay. And then yesterday, I think, or the day before, but we didn't finish the question, asking you about the wall on a free kick. How many players do you put on the wall? How do you align them?
Where's the ball?
Let's say the ball is right off, I don't know how to describe this, but maybe like 5 yards out of the box and slightly off center.
I would do probably 5 players. And then I would line them. I'd go to the goalpost, see my eye, line them the second player up with the ball, and then the rest covering the goal. And then the tallest player is going to be the second player. And then it goes like that.
And did you learn that from coaching, or is that you muscle memorying?
Both, I would say. I think that's what I figured worked best for me. But also because I'm not the tallest goalie. So having a super tall player, I think my teammates were all like 6'2",
wow,
really tall, yeah.
Wow.
So then having them there, they blocked off any opportunity of the ball just going like that on the side that I'm not defending. Because I go all the way to my right or left, depending on what side it's on.
Yeah. And then how far off the line are you?
Not too far. I would say two steps maybe, 1 step. Because it's pretty close if it's outside the box. 2 steps actually.
One thing that I see come in and out of fashion with with football is having somebody lay down on the ground right behind the feet of the wall.
That is a men's soccer thing. I've never seen a team do that. To be so honest, I think women's teams have done it, but I've never seen a clip of it or been a part of that.
And for you guys that don't, might not know what we're talking about, obviously when there's a free kick towards the goal, teams set up walls. The goalie is the one who determines what the wall goes, how many people. Like that is absolutely nobody else is gonna make that decision but the goalie.
Yeah.
But then you'll see it in the World Cup. We've had a wave of circumstances or situations where they'll lie or lay somebody down on the ground to cover the space that gets left behind when the wall jumps.
I think it's pretty smart. I mean,
we've seen goals like
and we've given up goals in the fall that we had a wall and they turned because you're supposed to turn your back, and the ball went through them.
Really? That's bad. That's bad wall. That's bad defense.
It was a bad wall. We were like, oh gosh, because a goalie's.
I feel like if you're on the wall, you're like just.
You gotta just take it,
Take it. That's what you're getting paid to do. Well, you guys don't get paid. Well, you get scholarship and stuff, but.
You just break even. You don't get paid unless you're a football player.
Then you're like.
Then you make a gross amount of money. I'm like, what does a 16-year-old need to do with this money?
Nothing good, probably.
Nothing good.
Nothing good comes out of it. Anyways, so that is the setup for today. Just 2 games.
Yeah.
But then the schedule really picks up. We have multiple days of 3 games, and then some days have 4 games, some as late as midnight Eastern time, which is terrible for Europe. We do apologize for that. Not like we had anything
tomorrow.
To do
the USA plays Paraguay.
Who?
The USA. The US.
Nah.
All right, whatever. So yeah, and then tomorrow Canada plays Bosnia, 3 p.m. And then also Saturday we have 2 games: Qatar, Switzerland, Brazil, Morocco. They're both 3 hours apart. So.
A lot of football.
What game are you most excited for outside of the Mexico game?
I honestly, I don't cheer for the U.S. We've long established.
But you're gonna watch it probably.
Yeah, it would be nice to have Americans get into the World Cup early on. So I think like a good 3-0 the U.S. would do 2 things. One, like all this excitement around the NBA Finals. Obviously, not everybody goes for either of the teams. Mm-hmm. So having the U.S. be a good team to start will give Americans a reason to rally and watch, and kind of like, again, when you see somebody having a party, kind of like, oh my god, like a little FOMO about celebrating something. Totally. So I would love to see the U.S. win decisively. Mm-hmm. And I'll be, oh god, I can't say it, but I will be very happy if.
Well, they're not in Mexico's group, so.
Yeah.
Right now, you're not in threat. Seems like you're a little worried.
About what?
The U.S. I don't know. If we played you guys, I feel like you're a little...
The last time the U.S. played in Mexico, it was... the U.S. played Mexico in a World Cup. Mm-hmm. We've been used so many times in the Gold Cup and other stuff. It's gone back and forth. But 2002, Korea, Japan. Okay. I will never forget it. You guys knocked us out of the round of 16. And...
Sometimes you just got to let it go.
It was... I was in high school in Texas, but I lived in Mexico. I crossed the border every day. And it was the first time where like I showed up to a game with my friend Rigo's, who's now on the Interpol list. But that's for another story, for another day. It was his place, and we had, we were all Mexican. We all spoke Spanish. And I show up, and half my friends were wearing the U.S. jersey. Yeah. And I'm like, narrative violation, what's going on? Like, you guys barely speak. I had better English than they did. And they were born in the U.S.
That would bother me probably. But if they were born in the U.S., why not?
I know, but it was weird. I gotta say, like mentally, it was weird for me. I thought I was going into like, a place where we're all cheering for Mexico, which is the way I was, experienced growing up. Obviously, here in New York, when I go somewhere, like later on, we go watch the Mexico game at Saturday's football. Probably there'll be South Africans or like or people who are not, Mexican. They're just like spectators. Like you'll be a spectator. Yeah. But in Mexico, I'm still at the time 16 years old. I've only ever been around Mexicans. So I show up to this watch party, and it was late at night, I remember that. And half the people there are wearing US jerseys or US shirts. And I was like, what are we doing here? Yeah. The girl that I was dating at the time, it was very casual, but still, she said that she was going for both teams. And I was just so disappointed. And then we lost, and they were celebrating. My friends who I had better SAT scores than in English were celebrating Mexico losing to the US. Like,
that would bother me.
So between that and then there's a collector, Batsubyum. I don't know if he's watching or not, but he bought some Meebits collectibles yesterday, and we love him. On the art side, he's one of the greatest patrons in art, but him and I have this constant rivalry when it comes to Mexico-US soccer. He keeps saying 2-0, which is the US Beatles ones. I don't even remember the game. American fans, like hardcore ultras, think that means anything to Mexico, but it doesn't. But he always
but like the in your voice, like it means anything in Mexico. Like that.
Oh my God, you
people-
sound like my wife now. She's always making fun of the way I speak in English.
Like, I don't know. It just feels like there's a little hospitality.
There's definitely hostility.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a rivalry.
Totally.
It is a rivalry.
Does the U.S. feel like it's a rivalry? Or?
It's totally.
Oh. I don't know who U.S.'s rivals are. Totally.
In football, Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can't pick what we're gonna be like.
I've
Argentina.
had friends play for both national teams.
And one thing that's really changing, and I think we'll see it today too, is like, especially with like the Mexican diaspora. Myself, right, my kids, if, you know, we have them eventually, they will be American citizens.
Yeah.
So it'd be really weird, and it's something that, yeah, as a Mexican, and we're getting like deep into like sociology and psychology of Sergito here, but as a Mexican, it is kind of not weird, but just interesting to see like this group of people that are both Mexican and American, but have never like stepped foot in Mexico or don't even speak Spanish. But the U.S. is all about like your heritage. It's weird. It's weird, not that weird, just like an interesting phenomena where, you know, I have little like nephews and nieces, like my cousins who moved to Washington State. Their kids are American citizens, and they're like 50-50 when it comes to their allegiances. And it's so weird because I grew up in like Mexico or nothing. And the to your comment about like the hostility, like we were, you know, the U.S. has always been like the big brother, usually to the world, but specifically to Mexico, right? Like we're so right there. And we always, you know, we wanted to beat the big brother at something, and football was the one thing where we could most likely beat the U.S. It's obviously evened out a lot over the last couple decades, but
and professional leagues in Mexico are pretty good for men's, right? Is it La Liga there too?
It's Liga Mexicana, yes, or Liga MX.
Because for women's, it's La Liga.
Yeah.
And one of my friends plays for the Tigres.
Nice, the Tigres, yeah.
And I think they're pretty good for men's, right?
Yeah, Tigres plays in Monterrey. They're so they're not, their stadium is not hosting the other Monterrey stadium where the other Monterrey team plays. Rayado is hosting. If you've seen that picture of like the mountains in the back of the stadium, that's in Monterrey. And Rayados, who own that stadium, their rivals are Tigres, which where your friend plays.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of passion, a lot of love, a lot of lore. That's what makes the World Cup so amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully people use this opportunity to grab a couple of collectibles.
Yeah.
See which teams they rip, and use them to play bracket, lineup.
It's really important that you do that. And I know for me, the cards and the packs, I got 3 US, so it was perfect. But yeah, you never know what you're going to get. I think that when we were in Portugal, Erin ripped a pack, and she ripped Portugal, US, and then Netherlands. And I was like, it was meant to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Insight ripping the England card yesterday. Wow. Yeah, I've ripped a lot of Mexico. But you know what I haven't ripped, and people are posting about it? Gold cards. Have you ripped any gold cards from all the packs that we've opened?
No, I haven't. I ripped a bronze and a few silver.
Yeah, I have not ripped the gold. They're very, very rare. I honestly think we made them too rare, which is good. But so gold is 0.36% chance of a card being gold. Silver is 1.07%. Bronze is 2.14%. And then the commons are a lot more. So yeah, if you have golds, post them on the timeline. Love to see them.
Yeah.
I don't think we made Mexico gold. We are going to publish the card set for both the physical and the digital. I mean, the digitals you can see, I think most characters have been minted. We still have 20 Meebits in the pool. So if you mint and reveal your collectible, again, you can mint them and leave them unrevealed. Or you can reveal them. You could pull a OG Meebit, including 2 picks, which I think is a pretty exciting thing. Or you can just reveal one of the 24 countries that we have, all these different players. There's some gold variants. There's some other cool stuff coming up for the knockout stage. So again, the project is 6 weeks, for the World Cup, and be a lot of things coming out as we move through time. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys all minting. And we've also been doing some trades. People that want to finish their lineups. if you want to come to the Discord, we'll be happy to hook you up with trades that make sense.
Yep.
And yeah, we did like 40 trades yesterday where we sent people, they were missing a striker, they had an extra defender, or they wanted to like, put Portugal in midfield. They sent us like a, Colombia or whatever. So that's also available. And yeah, Meebits shop.meebits.com. If you haven't bought shirts, totes, cards, hats.
Lots of stuff. Get your collectibles, submit your brackets, fantasy lineups. Don't forget, it's 2:30 today. I have almost forgotten, so don't forget.
2:30 p.m. Eastern. So that means in 3.5 hours, the brackets and match day 1 fantasy lineup closes.
Yeah.
All right, final predictions for today's games. Score predictions.
2-0 Mexico.
2-0 Mexico.
And then I'm going to say 1-0 South Korea.
Okay, 1-0. I want to say 3-0 Mexico and 2-2.
Okay.
I would love to see some goals to kick off the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously tomorrow we'll preview the U.S. game.
Yeah, but we'll also cover today's games, and yeah, lots of exciting stuff to go over. So make sure you tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you tune in. Let me just check one last thing. Let me see if anybody's pulled one of the Meebits before we go. Nope, still just 2 Meebits revealed. So lots of prizes available in that prize pool. Anyways, conversation all over the place today, but it's been a long week, guys. It's been a very long week, but we're working very hard for y'all. Appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, 2:30 p.m. brackets and match day 1 fantasy lineups lock. Any issues, come to the Meebits Discord. We'll be happy to help you. Whole team's there. We'll see you, and vamos Mexico.